everybody. So I'm back with another candy recipe, perfect for the holidays and perfect for gift giving. This one is toffee, not taffy, but toffee, and it's really good. And you can equate it to a Heath bar, I guess. So you're going to need 4 sticks of butter, real butter, not margarine, 2 cups of sugar, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 2 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips, and if you want to add some almonds or pecans for the top of it, you can add a cup of those. But today we're going to do it without that. So you also are going to need a candy thermometer. And this helps you determine the temperature. You probably don't need to have it, but it's probably the best. I've tried making it without that, and it don't do very well. I don't get it quite hot enough. So, in a medium saucepan, you need to heat up 4 sticks of butter and get those melted. And I'm gonna let it melt down just a little bit more, and then I'll add my sugar. So let me turn the heat up just a little bit. We got a little bit behind back in November, and we've been trying to catch up. And I couldn't find my regular iodized salt, so I'm just gonna have to use some kosher salt. Hopefully it'll be fine. Last time I made this, I'm more than sure I used regular salt. It's taking a while. It takes a lot of butter, but it's very worth it. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I've longed for this moment to have you for myself. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put the sugar in. We need 2 cups of regular white sugar. You need to constantly stir this. Okay, and then we're going to add our salt, which is just a little bit. Now you're waiting for this to come to a steady boil, and you have to babysit it, so don't walk away. You will burn it. Let me go ahead and add the salt. It's going to be a 1/4 teaspoon. Okay. Alright. Now, you're going to be looking for something once this starts boiling. First of all, we want this dissolved. And we want the butter melted. And it needs to come to a boil. A steady boil now. Have to be careful it doesn't get too hot. And you want it to be 290 degrees on the thermometer. Or you have a couple of other ways that you can test it. It's going to be like a deep amber color, you know, kind of like a caramel-y color. And you can also take just a little drop of it when it starts boiling and put it in some cold water. And if it turns hard, like sort of kind of like a sucker would, you know, that kind of consistency, then it's time to take it off. think the last time I did it, I didn't even have a candy thermometer, and I was able to get it, you know, right. But I'm gonna run the camera so you can watch the process, and hopefully I won't mess it up. It's really easy. The hardest part is trying to get, you know, into the right temp. That's the hardest part of it all. Making sure that it's correct. You know, because you don't want to mess it up. So, I've already got me a cookie sheet that's full lined, and it's set aside and waiting. I don't think I sprayed it or anything last time. I just put it on here. Yeah. So, you're basically making like a caramel type candy. Isn't it funny that it just takes these simple things to make it? Okay, it's starting to boil. Now you can stick this in here and let it sit. Still stir. Let's see. It's at about 175 right now. So I'm going to take this out because I'm scared that I'm going to not be able to stir it. Alright, I'll turn my heat down just a tiny tad. See, it's starting to bubble, and you need to be careful because this stuff is hot. It will burn your skin. Let's see where we're at now. Still not right yet. Right now it's just a pretty golden color. It's not quite the amber color we're looking for. We need for it to burn just a little bit. Let me turn my heat down just a tiny tad. Again. Alright, we're coming up on 225 right now. It's coming up on 250. That's what I was worried about. It doesn't want to click onto this pan. coming up on 275, almost. I'll try to keep it stirring because it will burn. Ain't that the prettiest golden color? Really pretty. Alright, it's taking forever to get to that 275 mark.
All I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas.
Here comes our amber color now. It's just starting to amber. Just a tiny, tiny, tiny little piece. And we're really close. So let me stir it real quick. Really, really close. And it's going to start just changing right before your eyes. So blessed that I can be with you. 'Cause God knows that I've been longing for you. I just wanna hold you close. You know the stars are shining just for you. Let's take a walk and we can follow the moon till we reach a place we can stay. Maybe kiss a bit and dream away. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day right now.
with you.
But it's really not that dark, so we'll give it a second. Try not to burn it. See, now it's starting to turn color because it's getting right there at that mark. Okay. So what you're supposed to do now is carefully pour this into your lined cookie sheet. Okay, so I had to hurry and get it out of the pan. And we'll see if I can spread it with this, because it needs for it to spread out. What you're wanting it to do is cool and harden. I'm not so sure it's going to go all the way to the edge. Hoping it's going to do correctly. Candy is so fickle, especially this type. And it's not going to be perfect, you know, you're going to break it up at the end anyway, so it's going to be in pieces. I have to turn my burner off. Alright, so what you do now is you let it sit here, and you want it to harden for just a couple of minutes. Okay, and then we're going to pour our chocolate chips over while it's hot. because you want your chocolate chips to melt by themselves. And then you're going to lightly spread them out with a butter knife. So just let it sit here for a second. Maybe two minutes, 2 full minutes. And then we'll set the chocolate chips on top. You still want it hot, that way you can. Still too soft. I'm just hoping that I was able to get it the right temp. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle these. I'm using Ghirardelli 60% chocolate chips. We tend to use the darker ones. That's okay. You can use semi-sweet. You can really do milk chocolate if you wanted to. I don't know why people put the semi-sweet on there. You can do whatever you want. And if you look on Pinterest, you'll find different variations of this. So, this is 2 cups worth of chocolate chips. So you're going to let them sit here, and they're already starting to melt. So just let them sit there for a few minutes and melt. And then you need to spread them out so that your toffee has a chocolate coating. And then when the chocolate melts before it hardens, you need to already have your if you're gonna put nuts on it or what, whatever you're gonna put on the top. It could even be crushed pretzels, whatever. Wait until the chocolate chips melt. And stick it on there. Don't wait until it hardens because it's too late then. Let's just wait for it to melt. Okay, so they're starting to melt. What you need to do is lightly, not like you're spreading peanut butter. Yeah, the act of, spreading, yes, but don't do it very rough. I'm going to just lightly kind of graze across it and kind of move them around.
Let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it's Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sun said it is just getting better on a blanket with the skyline.
Just let it harden up. And then we'll break it up. And then we'll put it in something. And what I'll do is I'll let it sit here, and then I'll show you what it looks like in the end when I have to break it up in pieces. Alright, I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're back with the toffee. We had a mishap. I used the wrong saucepan in that video, and I want to show you what it's going to look like if you do that. See that? That is unhardened toffee. Okay, so let me move this over. This even though my chocolate didn't melt completely. This is what it's supposed to look like. It's a little bit too dark, just a tiny, tiny bit. But you see how hard looking it is? It's hard, really hard. See, watch. That's what it's supposed to look like. The pan that I used first time was just a lightweight saucepan. I didn't even think anything about it. I thought, it'll be fine. It was not the pan that I typically use to make it. The one I typically use to make it it's got a hard bottom on it. It's stainless steel, but it's heavy on the bottom. Perfect pan to use for that. So it does matter what pan you use. And the new one, we decided to not, woo, thing's breaking like crazy. Look, that stuff's hard. Not to put chocolate all over all of it, because this stuff is good even without the chocolate. It doesn't matter. But what you need to do is, after the chocolate's all melted and it's all cooled, everything's cooled off, you know, it's just like really cool to the touch. It's fine, and it's only been sitting for a little while. This soft one sat all night and still never hardened. And I know that I got it up high enough. It just didn't do it. And the pan had something to do with it. Now, I probably could have went a little bit higher in temp, but this is it. This is the finished product, and that's what you want. You want it hard like that. And it tastes really, really good. It's very buttery. So, it's a perfect thing for the holidays, but like I said before, it's very tedious. You got to make sure that you get this correct, because it is got like a little threshold there. It's got to hit that number. All right, see y'all next time.
In Christmas.